So in a day and age where games like Fortnite and Call of Duty has a lot of guys hyper fixated on firearms, acting like guns are the end all be all, the only thing you need solution to a crisis or a survival situation, I'm here to tell you that ain't the case. So before we begin, I want to say thanks for tuning into another episode of the Urban Warrior Podcast, your number one source for self-defense, survival, and the supernatural. Today I'm going to be covering guns versus knives, 8 reasons why knives are better options in close quarter combat. So if you like this type of content and you want more, make sure to like, subscribe, share, turn on notifications. And without further ado, let's kick it. So the famous adage famously uttered by Sean Connery in the film The Untouchables, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. While this maxim is true in many situations, it fails to address the nuance of close quarters combat, where knives often emerge as the more favorable choice. So in such confined scenarios, possessing an edged weapon can make all the difference between self-preservation and being vulnerable. So I'm going to give you 8 compelling reasons why knives outshine guns when the battlefield narrows, potentially setting the age-old debate of knives versus guns to rest once and for all. First of all is the 21-foot rule. Law enforcement has long relied on the 21-foot rule, which poses that an assailant wielding a knife can cover 21 feet in the time it takes you to draw and fire your gun. This rule underscores the immense pressure on someone trying to draw a firearm in such a situation. So recent research from Minnesota State University suggests that actual distance covered can exceed 21 feet, or making it essential to equip officers with edge tools as viable alternatives. Next, no line of fire. Firearms require a clear line of fire to be effective, a luxury seldom found in close quarters combat. In contrast, knives can be tactically deployed with precision in various ways, minimizing the risk of missing your target. Next, if you miss. In movies, individuals miraculously manage to draw and fire a gun just in the nick of time to thwart an attacker. In real life, it's not so different. Encounters, however, often feature fast-moving adversaries who close in rapidly for a drawn gun to be used effectively. So even if you do manage to fire, there's no guarantee of hitting your assailant, rendering you defenseless as they approach you. Number 4, no ammunition needed. Unlike firearms, knives are always loaded, ready for action no matter how many times they are used. Number 5, fast learner. Almost anyone can wield a knife effectively with minimal training. As slashing and cutting with a blade, it's pretty instinctive. In contrast, mastering the use of a firearm demands a steeper learning curve and is more expensive. Number 6, no warning, just action. A knife's deployment is swift and silent, lacking the need to load, manipulate safeties, or squeeze a trigger. This proves invaluable in high-stress crisis or survival situations where time is limited and maneuvering space can and most likely will be pretty constrained. Number 7, the lethal force question. Responding to an attacker with a firearm often leaves you with one stark option: employing maximum, sometimes lethal force. A knife, while also lethal, offers a more versatile weapon capable of diverse defensive strategies. Next, better defense. Effective self-defense starts with situational awareness. If you're confronted by a knife-wielding assailant, prioritizing your safety over drawing your weapon is going to be paramount. So you're going to need to assess the distance between you and your attacker and focus on creating space while avoiding the initial assault. Attempting to draw a weapon without these precautions can lead to injury. As you evade the initial attack, prepare to draw your knife or defensive tool for tactical defense. These 8 reasons collectively emphasize the effectiveness of knives in close quarters combat. While no one disputes the value of guns for security, the possession and mastery of a knife provides a broader range of options when your primary goal is self-preservation. So achieving the best chance of survival involves diligent practice until the knife usage becomes second nature and muscle memory. So make sure that you seek a proficient instructor, obtain practice knives, and commit to rigorous training. In close quarters confrontation, knives offer a distinctive advantage beyond their immediate lethality. They can double as versatile tools for non-lethal purposes such as cutting, restraining, or crafting improvised barriers. This adaptability, combined with their swift deployment and minimal reliance on ammunition, underscores the value of knives as not just a weapon but a multifunctional instrument in situations where quick decision making can spell the difference between life and death. So if you want to see some of my recommendations for some really good self-defense and survival knives, make sure to check out my recommendations below, as well as I put some of the recommendations on my own personal website. The links are going to be in the description section below or in the bio. And if you like this type of content, make sure to check me out on Discord, where you can actually communicate with me as well as other like-minded individuals. Just make sure that you behave in there or I will kick you out. And also, being that this channel is not yet monetized, any type of contribution would be greatly appreciated. I do have my Patreon. Support starts as low as $1.50. So feel free to check that out. I have about 7 different tiers with a lot of really cool exclusive stuff. So check it out. Until next time, this is B-Rock signing out. Thanking you for tuning in to the Urban Warrior Podcast. See you next time. Oh, and follow me on Twitch as well as on TikTok. Links in the description. Peace.